Hi boys and girls, today we're going to be doing language lesson 140, and what we're going to talk about is using the dictionary, how we could look up the words and what answer is going to give us. So if we look at our worksheet on page 253, it says the dictionary, look it up. It says, could anyone know the meaning and spellings and pronunciations of all 600,000 words in the English language? I certainly could not. That is why a dictionary is so important. It gives us information that we need to know about words. Writers need the dictionary to help them use words correctly. Here is what our words looks like when it is in the dictionary, and it shows us a little bit. When we finish going through this page, I'm going to show you how it actually looks, and you could also look it up in your pages, but for now let's go along with the reading. It says fallacy, and then in the parentheses it tells you how you would pronounce it. And then it tells you number one, a false idea, mistaken belief, error. It is a fallacy to suppose that riches always bring happiness. Mistaken reasoning, misleading or unsound argument. And it's a noun, and then in plural, fallacies. So it tells you the pronunciation, it tells you the meaning of the word. It gives you an example on how to use the word in a sentence, and if it has another meaning for it, it tells you that as well. And it tells you, this fallacy is a singular, but it tells you what the plural word would be. So it says the word fallacy is called an entry word. The words in your dictionary that are explained or defined are called entry words or entries. The entry word is usually in dark type. Notice what you can learn from a dictionary about the word fallacy. Number one, the word fallacy is divided in syllables. This division of words is called syllabication. Dictionaries puts a dot or a hyphen or extra space between the syllables of a word. Number two, the correct pronunciation of fallacy is given, and that is what is giving you in the parentheses next to the actual word. That's what it is, it's the pronunciation. The definition of fallacy is given. Notice that fallacy has two definitions. That's why on the example you see number one and number two, because it has two different meanings. Number five, the part of speech of fallacy is a noun. That's why in parentheses you see an N. And number six, the plural spelling of fallacy is given, okay? And that's what I said at the end. It tells you how the word would be in plural. So if you look and you see with this example, the dictionary gives you the following information about words: the correct spelling, the correct pronunciation, the accenting of the proper syllable, the syllabication, the part of speech of the word, the meaning of the word, the spelling for other forms of the word, a sample sentence for many of the entries, charts and pictures for some of the entries. Take note, not all pronunciation charts use the same markings for sounds. You may notice that the markings on the following dictionary page differ in some ways from the diacritical markings, marks that show pronunciation in other dictionaries or books. Okay, so not every dictionary that we use is going to be the same. Some are different, so it all depends on the dictionary that you're using. We're gonna go ahead and I'm going to show you an example, and then we're gonna practice. Okay, so I know that this is not a very clear picture, but you have this page with you. The worksheet is page 254. And if we look at it, This is an example of a dictionary page. So in the first thing that we see here is the actual word that is in the dictionary, whatever word that we're looking for. That's the first thing that we see. After that, we see in parentheses that is the pronunciation of the word. Then we have the different forms of different spellings of the word, depending if it's past, if it's plural, whatever it may be. It's telling you that it has a V, so it's telling you that it's a verb, that is an informal word, and then it gives you number 1 and number 2, which means that the word has two different definitions, okay? It also tells you that the word sounds alike, and it gives you the two other words that sound like that specific word. So this is just basically an example of a page of a dictionary, and you could look at more clearly in your page that you could actually see it here through the projector. Okay, let's look at page 255, and bear with me while I adjust this so you can see it. So we have on page 255, and you could actually look for it and have it out so we could work on this together. And it says the dictionary has the answer. Okay, the dictionary has the answer, and it says think. Answer these questions from the dictionary page. So for this, you guys are going to need, boys and girls, to get a dictionary. So I'll give you some time so you can find a dictionary. And what you are going to do is that it says, number 1, by looking at the pronunciation in parentheses, find 7 entry words with at least 4 syllables. List them on the lines below. Okay? So by looking at the pronunciation, in parentheses, you're going to find 7 entry words with at least 4 syllables. And you are going to list them on the lines below. So I have one. One of them is satisfaction. Okay? So satisfaction. And the next thing that you're going to do on number 2, so here is satisfaction. Okay? Then on number 2, it says place the accent mark after the accented syllables in the following words. If a word has more than one accent mark, make clear which one is stronger. Okay? So if we say sachet, and these ones were words that we previously used on page 254 on the example of the dictionary, those are where the words, we're gonna get those words from there, okay, from the dictionary page, okay? So sachet, if we look back, the pronunciation was in the last, all the way at the end of the actual word, okay? For this one, for B, sassafras, we had the mark, the accent, we had it after the second S, and at the end of the last S. That's where we would put the mark. On number 3 it says write the words that are illustrated. So we see, I'm gonna give you one, but that's looking at the dictionary page. So which words are illustrated that they have a picture? I'm gonna give you the one. The one is gonna be satellite. What else do you see a picture of on that page besides satellite? Okay? On number 4, give the parts of speech of the following words. So we have letter A, sashimi. So is that a verb? Is that a noun? Is that an adjective? What type of word is that? Sashimi, and that's going to be a noun. So we put an N. So you have to figure out what sassy, satisfied, and saucy, what type of words are those? On number 5, write the second definition of the following words. So if we look at the dictionary, what was the meaning for sate, for letter A? And if we look at the dictionary, it said it was to satisfy to excess. So we write to satisfy to excess. Okay? And then you would go ahead and look for the definition on B, C, and D. Okay? That you're gonna do it on your own. Where I'm just doing a few of them. Number 6, it says, answer the questions. Where does a satellite travel? So, and that's all in the same thing, in the paper, in the dictionary. Where does a satellite travel? And that's going to be around a planet, right? And you will continue answering all the rest of that page. So boys and girls, this is what you guys are going to finish up. You're gonna finish up this page and you're gonna practice how to look those words up in the dictionary. This is the lesson for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow on lesson 141. You guys have a good day. Bye bye.